BEERUN, beer run. BEERUN, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. BEERUN, beer run.
Hey guys. Yeah, tomorrow would be like two weeks since I've done a brew review. I don't know. I've that damn flu. I don't know if it went from the flu to the cold, and it's like one of those weird things. And I've talked to a few of you, and you're like, shit, I went through the exact same thing. You'd be like, I'd be like at my friend's house giving him a hand, and I felt pretty good. Felt pretty good all day long. Yeah, I get the coughs and that kind of shit, but overall, I mean, I'm like, as soon as I get home, man, I'm gonna get cleaned up and I'm gonna do a brew review. And you get home and it's like Marlon Perkins shoots you in the ass with that black dart, and I'd sit down on the couch and pretty much be there until bedtime. So I apologize for being gone, but I do have an explanation. Go ahead and roll the explanation for the guys. www.midgetpornhub.com. Ooh. Hello. Not that one. Roll the other one.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. I'm Andy Cohen, joined by the dazzling and divine ladies of Beverly Hills.
Talk about your husband's pee-pee. It's beautiful, it's big. Yes, I'm proud of it. Just like you're proud of your donkey.
You're a liar and you're a hypocrite.
Yeah,
and you're a phony and you're a bigot. You were going around saying you're a really good friend of mine, but here I am locked in the house for 18 months and you came to see me once.
You're full of shit right now. You're a big liar. Felt so hurt, yeah.
That's why I don't
I don't understand why they put up with Lisa's shit.
I'm not done. I don't. You're so obsessed about my
Shelby, I just want to be held.
about you.
I still miss her every day.
Shelby, come here.
I miss her.
If there was
Fine.
a fire burning and we were both in it,
Heck with you.
and you could say one person, who were you going to say?
Not that one. Yeah, I don't have an answer. This is the one.
I think she's talked, most of the time she's talking about Bob's Robin, to my knowledge, because Wendy
Okay. I know the last time we were together, I said we were gonna look at DJ Alkaline One from Clown Shoes. I mean, Tramp Stamp from Clown Shoes. But you know what? It's been a while, and I'm not saying that this ain't good. For the most part, everything I've had from Clown Shoes, Mercury Brewing Company, has been exceptional. But it's a Saturday, and we haven't done a brew review in a while, and I just wanted to do something a little bit more special. So we're gonna. This is Sour in the Rye from the Bruery. What can I tell you about this? Well, I can tell you that it sits over a year in oak barrels. It's 7.6% by volume, bottle condition, like they all are. And deliciously sour, bursting with spicy rye notes and hints of oak from the barrels it was aged in. So I'm sorry if you were really wanting to see the tramp stamp. We'll get to it. I'm sorry, I've been chatting with mostly Hazman 440, and we've been comparing our poisons this morning and afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, it's Paul right now. I'm sorry, Paul, if there's a gap in the responding to you, it's because I'm going to drink a beer with everybody else. Oh, and Jim Haboob 308. See, Jim is in Arizona, and Jim, you just don't understand what it's like here north of Canada in Minnesota. We're 100 miles north of the American border here. And the 14 to 18 inches that this area got yesterday, that was quite interesting. And then here we are today, right now as we speak. It's 45 degrees, which we've hit the high for today, and we've got melting going on. And we'll probably get at least one more. I think with this last storm, we might be in record territory for total snow for a season, which is something like 110 or 115 inches. Why I stay here? I have no idea. I don't know. This bottle opener, even though if someone wants to introduce me to a outstanding product from Guinness, I'm all for it. But from what I've been told from like Stripey McCatpuss, that might include reservations in Ireland or Scotland and plane tickets to go get the good stuff. But overall, Glockice gave me this opener, and I actually like the opener. So Glockice, you get the privilege of opening Sour in the Rye. Yeah, by the time you're... Sorry, I haven't cleaned up my mess here. By the time you guys are seeing this, the Ebomi video is already up. Wanted to say thank you to the last batch of guys that sent a bunch of stuff, and more likely most of you will have already seen that over there by the time you get over here. But I'm going to show it anyway, because I just sometimes I shouldn't be surprised with the guys that I hang around with and I call my family, and you know, like you guys, but that the fact that Jim sent that Vortex Strike Fire, you know, these things are actually for the money. Pretty damn nice red dots. And then of course, first time I've seen in person this cantilever mount, and I have to say that this right here is the setup that I wish right now I could afford to put on my upcoming build, that AR-22 setup from ATI. I won't even lie or sugarcoat it. The girls were planning on getting me a Ruger stainless 1022 as a birthday surprise present this year, but thanks to the shitbag in office, I am hearing from everybody that I know that in the process of doing your taxes, you are looking at getting, at a bare minimum, $400 less than last year. I don't know why. Me personally, took a lot bigger loss than that, And if it wasn't for the fact that my little Samantha, is still living at home and going to school and was able to claim her as a dependent, I would have owed. And but because I was able to claim her as a dependent, it screwed up what she's getting for taxes, because she had to claim a dependent, and you know, able to look at her taxes both ways. She lost over $600 in return. So what does Dad do? I'm providing the balance for her. And long story short, after everything was said and done, by claiming her as a dependent, I basically got a wash after I pay her off. I won't end up owing a huge amount like I was supposed to, but I won't be getting shit back. She didn't get much back, and Ms. Bomey didn't get hardly anything back compared to last year. And none of us, nothing changed. You know, I worked. It's been the same for me for the last 6 years. A little bit of the real world stuff, a little bit of the, you know, nothing's changed in my world. Nothing had changed in Samantha's world, and nothing had changed in Ms. Bomey, Christine's world. And yet, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat it. The Obama administration is the biggest joke in history, and my taxes definitely, you know, the Obamacare, and you're gonna be getting this back, and what a piece of shit. So yeah, so my plan to you know, maybe spend a little of my tax money to pick up a strike fire with that cantilever mount. Now I'm just gonna have to put a little money aside until I can just get the Ruger, so I can complete that, because I really want to see how that looks. And like I said in my video, I'm not gonna cannibalize this one. I'll just wait, no biggie. But once it's done bitching, and pour this. Ooh, Heffy. It's looking like it's going to be another successful pour. And of course, this bottle, you know, I know you guys are really smart, but actually you can mess with you. This bottle is actually kind of small. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, not a lot of head, but some good carbonation. And the first thing you notice, the first thing I'm smelling is that that sour tartness, and kind of a definite oakiness. And when you put a little more effort into it, like that, you're definitely picking up on that funky tartness, and maybe some sweetness. It's kind of a combination of sweet fruits like peach or strawberry, and almost a bubblegum-ish kind of a sweetness. So, again, sorry guys for being gone, but I'll try to stay on top of this a little bit more. And cheers to all of you. They're combinations of what they put out. Every time it's like you read the bottle and sweet tartness, it's like, really? Why the hell would you like that? But this is something that just works with their diabolical combinations of yeasts and barleys and the different shit that they add to it. And I mean really, how disappointing would it be if you guys, right there, you, I'm talking to you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly you. I mean, just so you know that it's actually you, go like this. Did you feel that? That means I'm talking to you. You own the brewery, and I'm one of your mad scientists, and I come to you and I said, let's do this, this, and this, and put it in a barrel, and in a year from now, let's taste it. Oh hell, yeah. Let's just brew up a whole bunch of shit and put it in barrels for a year. I mean, how many times has someone actually, well, right there, that'd be a better example, you know, done one of these. Wow, that sucks. I don't know, some of that stuff, I don't know if they get it down to a science where they're like, pretty sure that's all gonna work out. Damn. Now what was one of the last ones that I got? Ode to Tart was okay. I don't know what the hell happened to the bottle. One of the last ones that I had from them was very tart and just exceptional, and this is the same way. And the first thing you notice when it hits your tongue, it's making plenty of material for Paul and Jeff and Travis and Nick. It's the first thing you notice is a subtle, smooth, almost there's no word I can use that I know it just won't get run with. Almost kind of an oily kind of mouthfeel to it. And that sweetness. And right behind that is that tartness. It's not as tart as a few of them that I've had from them. And then right behind that is some spicy notes. I know this. It's almost like a combination of like a fruit, and I know this one isn't gonna be fair because like at least Paul from PA Brew News will be going, but that sweet fruitiness with like almost a subtle, and I know it's the rye, that rye characteristic, almost a subtle pumpkinish kind of right in the very background, but once again, maybe you'd pick up something completely different, but because I just said pumpkin, all of a sudden you're, you know, don't think about baseball, you know, don't think about Jeff and Nick in a hot tub together, because you don't want to think about that. Just a very drinkable, smooth 7.6%. And obviously that's enough to, you know, drink a bottle that size, you know, probably, you know, feel at least a little bit better than you did before you opened it. But it's just very nice and smooth and that. But, you know, be aware, once again, and of course it's, you know, sour in the rye, that sour tartness, but it's not as, if you've tried any of the other ones that I recommended, like Ode to Tart, that was Mischief again, that was the Belgium, that was, I don't know, I'd say, if you run across anything from the brewery, it's worth trying. Some of them are going to be kind of on that weird, unique side with that sour tartness that maybe you wouldn't think it works, but it really works. Right there at the end. Now I'm picking up. It's probably, see now, I'm psyching my own brain out. That light fruitiness and slash, is it a little bit tastes like pumpkin? Now that time, that was all oak, all oakiness, all from the barrels that it's been soaking in. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I can tell you right now, I could easily make this the daily drink until you're standing at the cash register and you realize that this is a $20 bottle of beer, which is, you know, why I saved it for a special occasion, you know, my comeback. I know that may be funny because, you know, I tried for the longest time to do a brew review every single day. You know, now that we're coming up on summertime, maybe I will, maybe I won't be able to. I'm looking at a few different options on the whole job thing. You know, and this goes to you, Paul Hasman 440. You know, a lot of things, you know, go into the dynamics of, you know, I hate not knowing. It's almost like I would rather know that the plan is all good or all bad as opposed to the unknown. And once again, you know, I'm not gonna make this I already did my political rant, but, you know, thanks to a completely inept idiot that probably can't wipe his ass without ripping through and going straight to the butt, because this the most unqualified, biggest piece of shit ever in American history. Granted, most of the strings are being pulled by the powers that be, and, you know, they like the fact that our economy is being manipulated into the wrong direction, and everything that we in our hearts used to think was right is now being portrayed as wrong or bad. You know, why is it that a serious question, I wouldn't mind an answer. Why is it that a couple of kook terrorists, we're being told not to let the whole religion dictate that it's bad? Because those guys were just a couple of freaking kooks. But you get a couple of complete loser kooks that do something wrong with a gun, and the rest of us are all being judged on them. Just a thought. Yep, you know, you can't let that whole side of those kooky terrorists, but those kooks, you know, you can't judge the rest of their religion on that. But some freak goes in and causes harm to somebody else with a handgun, and the rest of us are being judged by it. Yeah. Damn, this is good stuff. Well, needless to say, that I would give this a 10. Another must try from the brewery. If you absolutely like freak out from anything on that sour or tart side. I don't recommend this because you won't be happy, and I really don't want someone pissed off at me because you just spent $20 on a bottle of beer, took one sip and went, you know what I could have bought with that? Shit. I could have bought, you know, a 30 pack of Coors Light or Busch or, you know, those things. And tomorrow we are not going to look at the DJ Alkaline 1 stamp. My bad, I'm sorry. That Tramp stamp. Wait, hang on. Tomorrow, Sunday, another little something special. Mickler Beer Geek Breakfast. Oatmeal stout brewed with coffee and fermented oak in fermented oak tanks. And as you can see, this is not their ordinary batch. This is another one from my buds over at the one of the most incredible alcohol sources in the area. Yeah. Some of the stuff they've been getting over at the Keyport lately is just kind of, you know. So this is what we're going to look at tomorrow. 7.5% by volume. And I know this is another one that was brewed in a fairly small batch. The last time that I was actually there was with Johnny Watson, and there's, yeah, it'd be a dangerous place to work. So that's gonna be tomorrow's. Maybe I'll do it early and call it like breakfast. Who knows? But again, thanks guys for all the. Actually, I hadn't even been this BandEBrewReviews account is, Google has made it harder and harder to switch between accounts, and believe it or not, I actually haven't even had my computer on a majority of since we spoke last, and it's actually a real pain in the ass to try to switch from the eBomi account over to this account on your phone. You have to, like, anybody that's done it knows what I'm talking about. It's not as simple as, oh, just one click and you're all in. So there's been a few of you that have left comments in the inbox to, like, Multi-Gunman, and sorry I'm spacing out a whole bunch of you have gotten the "where are you okay, what's going on" thing, and I apologize because I haven't even gotten back to a bunch of you. Today is like the first day that I've even given a shit, and tried to answer a bunch of comments. My inbox on both of these channels is pretty much completely lost, and I'm sorry if you've got a video up or something. I don't think I can possibly go back and catch back up. I possibly could just sit at the computer and I'll have Christine keep dropping eye drops in my eyes, and I'll get everything caught back up, but that's probably not going to happen. So again, I apologize for the absence, and really appreciate all the comments, and really appreciate the completely being bombarded yesterday with all the birthday wishes and some of the pictures. Nick, a couple of you just really need some help. I mean, there's darker sides that evidently you're allowing to get out more often than not. So I am gonna go finish this. Oh, I probably wrecked it the entire time. That was for Paul at PA Brew News. He said I finally put an image up on the monitor behind me that he really liked. So I'm sorry if I don't think I did that. I think it was pretty much good for the whole time. Yeah. So on that note, I can't even tell what the hell she's drinking. Don't really care what she's drinking, actually. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll look at the limited Beer Geek breakfast. That's good stuff. I can honestly say I never thought I'd really enjoy a sour or tart beer as much as I have, especially stuff from the brewery. So, you guys be good, and we'll see you tomorrow.